Precious ones, once again, you are welcome to the True Word channel. I am Eric Padiboso. The True Word channel brings to you nothing but the truth. We are continuing our studies on the journey of the chosen ones, or the journey of the chosen. You know, the chosen ones are people or some specific people that God has picked to represent Him on earth here so that they'll carry on with a specific assignment for God. So they are the children that the Lord Jesus has vested into so that they will be able to represent the Word of God, the life of God, and then the gifts of God to be able to change the world. And in our previous two lessons, the first lesson, we learned about Jesus said He is the way. The life of Jesus has shown us the way. Then the truth. The truth is that humanity has been disconnected from source. And therefore Jesus came to reconnect humanity to source. So humans are spiritual beings. And when they tap into their spirituality, they perform better. They become better people. They realize their potentials. And now we are going to the third part, which said that Jesus said, I am the life. I am the life. So we have the journey of the chosen. Journey of the chosen. So today we have the life. And we are taking a look at John chapter 11, verse 25. John chapter 11, verse 25. Jesus said, for I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, although shall die, but he shall live. So he is the resurrection and the life. And he who believes in him, although he die, but he will still live. So the life that Jesus is talking about is where the true freedom comes from. It is where his followers have to get to be free from the bondages of sin, from the bondages of poverty, distractions, attacks, and so on and so forth. If you are not able to put in the work and you are able to reach the life where Jesus is talking about, you will still be trapped in the 3D world, the small world, the material world, the demonic possessed world, where visions cannot be met, where dreams cannot flourish. So today, we are moving on to see what is the life. So the life, we know that in the 3D world, we know that we have all forms of sin, all forms of attacks, all forms of tribulations and trials, where things doesn't work. So, if the first lesson is teaching us about the way, the second lesson is teaching us about the truth. This one, which is the life, is teaching us about the life, the previous one, which is the truth, is telling us that, or has taught us that humanity is a spirit being. So if humanity is a spirit being, then what happens is that you have to tap into your spirituality, or you have to tap into the spirit. And that is where your higher self responds. That is where your higher self begin to communicate directly to you. That is where things begin to happen. So the moment a soul or a person or a chosen one begins to tap into the spiritual realm, then meaning he begins to move away from the 3D world, which is the material world. And as such, you are going to, as a chosen one or as a child of God, you are going to be faced with the devil. First of all, the devil will come to you. So we have the devil. He operates more here because Jesus said, I saw the prince of this world coming, but he has no part in me. So the devil is the prince of this world. So he is the one who controls the 3D world. So the moment you start as a human, begin to have conscious awakening or spiritual awakening, the devil will be the first person to come after you. Because as a chosen one, you have a lot of qualities and gifts that are embedded in you. And because of that, the devil will begin to match up with you, he begin to march his armies against you the very day you take your first breath. So he comes to deceive you, just as Jesus, when Jesus stepped into his spiritual awakening, when he stepped into his spiritual power, the devil came to him. We all remember after his 30 days and 40 days and 40 night fasting and prayers, the devil came to him and said, I want to make you popular. I want to give you money. I want to give you house. I want to give you all the good things in the world. But Jesus said no. He also came and said we should bow down for him. Jesus said you have to worship only one God. He also said if you are a child of God, turn this stone to bread. A test. Then Jesus said no, you cannot. You will not. You can't put the Lord of God into test. So you can see that the moment you begin to realize that you can do better, when you look at your life, it's like you are copying from your parents. The same life that they live, that is the same life you are living. The same kind of income they earn, that is the kind of income. The kind of problem they were facing, that's the kind of problem you started facing. The kind of dynamics, family dynamics that they found themselves in, that is what you are finding yourself in. And if this thing is continuing, there is like a cycle that is repeating itself. And it must be broken. This generational cycle, which is the generational curse, which is the karmic cycle, have to be broken. So the devil has to come to you with an offer. He offer you as a chosen one to join him. He will offer you this, you know that you are struggling. So he want to offer you this, want to offer you that. So it is for you, the chosen one, to be able to discern, to be able to know that no, you belong to the Almighty, and you have to see your value. Because if you are not, if there's nothing in you that is precious, the devil himself can never come to you. If you don't have anything in you as a chosen one or as a person, the devil can never come to you. Because whatever is embedded in you, you didn't know it, you might not realize it, but the devil has seen it. It's a threat to the devil. Because anytime you try to manifest whatever is embedded in you, you are going to destroy the work of the devil. You are going to destroy the work of the enemy. And the enemy will not like you to destroy because he uses tactics. He uses some trickish ways to deceive people's minds and then steal their soul. But in your case, because you know Because you have all those gifts, you can be able to discern. You can be able to see, your third eye will open. You'll be able to see beyond their veils. So what happens is you become a threat to the devil. So we have to offer you an offer to come and join him. A lot of people will go and join the devil because they want to be popular, they want to be powerful, they want to be protected, they want to have money. But that is not what Jesus has promised us. The life Jesus promised us is not the life that the devil gives. It is the opposite. He is demanding for your soul. But Jesus wants you life. He gives you life. And the scripture say that for the thief has come to steal, to kill, and to destroy, but I have come to give life. So the devil will come to give you an offer. If you are not able to respond to what the devil bringeth, then he's going to use people around you. You can use your friends. You can use your friends against you as a chosen one. The devil can use your friends to come against you. You can use your family members. You can use your family members to come against you. You can also use your loved ones. You can also use your loved ones to come against you. Now, you can also use the loved ones against you. Now, the trickish ways that he uses these people against you is that he uses the tactics of betrayal. He also uses the tactics of manipulations. He also uses the tactics of you becoming the scapegoat. The family will paint you as a scapegoat. Everything you do, they don't see it. They don't appreciate it, although they know it is good. So they project their weaknesses and their wrongs onto you. So everybody points their fingers onto you that you are the wrong person. Meanwhile, in reality, you are not the wrong person. Then the loved ones. The loved ones can also be used. Although you love somebody, you care for the person, but the person is not into you the way you want it, or the way you are putting your energy into that person, the way you are pouring into that person's cup, the way you have that person in heart, that person does not have you in heart. So your loved ones can also be used by the devil. Now, in all these trickish ways that the devil will use as a tool to bring down the chosen one, it is by the way of the chosen one realizing that the devil came, friends came, family came, and loved ones came. But I have to stand, because that is where the isolation comes in. That is where meditation comes in. As a chosen one, don't be afraid when friends turn against you, when family turns against you, when loved ones turn against you, because they wanted to manipulate you, they wanted to trap you, they wanted to dim your light. As such, the devil will give them all tools to be able to trap you. But the moment you begin to descend, the moment you begin to move beyond the 3D world, then you become an enemy to all these people. All of them becomes your enemy. So you find yourself to be isolated. So isolation is part of the journey. It's part of the spiritual awakening, because that is when all these people who are wearing masks, when they leave your life or you leave them behind, that is where you come to realize yourself. That is where you and God will have a true communion or a commitment. You have an encounter with God. So don't be afraid as a chosen one when you are being isolated. Don't be afraid as a chosen one when manipulations comes. Don't be afraid as a chosen one when betrayers people you help very much, they turn against you, don't be afraid, don't be worried, because anything the devil can use anybody around you to bring you down, to dim your light. Now, another tool the devil uses is sabotage, self sabotage. You can become so doubtful in yourself, in your spirit, that your discernment will not be working. You will not believe your intuition. Whatever you had as a thought in you, you don't believe it. Meanwhile, it is something that is helping you. Those are the tools, because the Bible says that we are not fighting against flesh and blood, but we are fighting against principalities and powers. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal. So what you have as a tool is discernment, your visions, your dreams. You also have your intuition that's going to be kicking you all the time and telling you that this one is good and that one is not good. So the devil will make you to doubt yourself. That is self sabotage. So that one is also another tool that the devil uses to try to dim your light. Because when you don't believe yourself, then you don't believe in God as well. When you don't believe yourself, you don't trust yourself, you begin to sabotage yourself, you begin to doubt yourself, then you doubt the presence of God in you. So anything of God will not make sense to you, or will keep you doubting in your mind, always thinking, is it true? Is it like this? Is it going to be like that? So that is a self sabotage. Now let's move on. Now we know that in the step to enter into the life that Jesus wants for us, we have a bridge. And then this bridge is called the death bridge. Now, this death bridge is the bridge that acts in between the 3D world and then your spiritual world, which is the 5D world. When you are successfully awakened, you tap into the 5D world. That is your higher self. Now, this bridge here is where the working happens. This bridge here is where the death happens. Because don't forget, Jesus said, for whosoever, he is the resurrection and the life. For whosoever will believe in him, although you die. So you are going to die as a chosen one. It is not a physical death, but it is a death of your old self. A death of your old self, denying yourself. Because he said before you follow him, then you have to deny him, you deny yourself, take up your cross and follow him. So the things that suits your body, the things that you feel, the things that makes you happy, the things that make you feel good, all of them have to die. You have to drop all of them. All of them have to go dead. So this is the death Jesus is talking about. And this is the bridge. You have to die. Because when you want to protect yourself, you want to protect your cars, you want to protect your houses, you want to protect your job, you want to protect your finances, you want to protect your marriage, you want to protect your relationships, you want to protect your friends, you want to protect your family. All these things are material things. And at the cost of that, you are going to lose your life. Because when you try to protect your life, you are going to lose it. But when you lose your life because of Christ, you will get it. That is what Jesus is talking about. So now, the life Jesus is talking about, it is a soul that is able to transcend this bridge into the 5D world. A soul that is able to die of all the material things, everything that is material, everything that is of the 3D world, everything that is of the flesh. You have to die. If you have drug abuse or drug addiction, you have to die, put it to death. If you have sexual addictions, you have to put it to death. If you have lies, you have to put it to death. Everything that you ever learn in the 3D world, since you were born into this world, everything that you learn as enjoyment, everything that you learn that feeds your lower self, everything that you know that is like a culture, you have to break free from culture, you have to break free from traditions, you have to break free from societal norms, because those are material things that will not help you when you are moving forward. So you have to leave all of them behind before you cross this bridge. So this bridge becomes a death bridge. Now when you get to this bridge, that is where you are going to die. Don't forget, Jesus said in John chapter 12, verse 24, he said, before a seed will bring out a lot of fruit, the grain have to fall on the ground. So he's talking about this bridge. The grain have to fall on the ground and must die. And when it dies, it will germinate. And when it germinates, it brings out best fruits. I want to take that part again. Jesus said in John chapter 12, verse 24, that before a seed can bring out fruits, the seed has to fall on the ground. Now, when the seed falls on the ground, it must die. And when that seed dies, it must germinate. And when it germinates, it will grow and now bring out fruits. So the seed that he's talking about, it is a soul. It is every individual. Before you can get into the life that Jesus has promised, you have to die first. Your death will be caused by all these people. The devil is number one, your friends, your family, your loved ones, people close to you, people you know. You have to leave them behind, because the resurrection will not take family. The resurrection will not take friends. Your resurrection, your transition, your transformation, this is the transformation bridge. Your transformation will not take friends, it will not take families, it will not take groups. So you have to die. You have to live all the old life and come down and become nothing. You lose everything except your life. We remember Job in the Old Testament. Job lost everything. Even the wife got angry with him at the last hour. But he said he knows that his Redeemer liveth. He did not give in to the devil. The same way, you are going to cross the bridge, you have to leave everything behind. And now you become a spiritual being. Now, this spiritual being, when you are able to die and germinate and grow and become fruitful, then that fruit is going to be number one. You will get your protection. Protection. At first, you used to struggle in the 3D world. When you sleep, you have a lot of attacks. When people come to you, they come with spells. When you are doing your business, they come against you. They fight you. Witchcrafts, warlocks, sorceries, black magics, spells, generational curses. So those things keep you trapped. So it doesn't give you the proper protection that you need. That is why when you pray, you stay far into temptation. Although we pray that lead us not into temptation, you still see yourself into temptation. You pray, you said, give me not be able to commit sin. But the moment you finish, sin is the first thing that will come into your mind. You say we shouldn't think evil. The moment you leave, you find out that the next thing that will come into your mind is an evil thing. You find out that everything that you are doing is being under attack. Whatever you do is not progressing because you are not protected. In the 3D world, your protection becomes limited because you have not put in the work. You have not crossed this bridge. You have not died and bring out a new fruit. You have not shown that you have a value in you and therefore you have to be protected. If there is nothing in you to be protected, then you will remain there. You will never get protection. So when they throw the attacks at you, they will be able to get you because you are not protected. But when you are able to do the work, when you are able to leave all these things behind, when you get rid of sin, you leave all the old pattern of yours, and you begin to step into a new pattern, which is a new life. You begin to leave the old life behind and begin to live a new life. Then that is when the heavens and the earth and your ancestors all come together and then give you a proper protection. With this protection, the way you used to fast, pray, maybe you fast like 7 days. The next moment you are going to sleep, you find yourself under attack in the 3D world. You pray so much, you pray the whole all night. You go to all night, you pray the whole night. By the moment you come home, you get problem because your protection is limited. Whatever somebody threw at you in this state, it's possible that the person can be able to get you and manipulate your life. People here or in this 3D world, you cannot see people for who they are because they come to you in sheep clothing. They wear a lot of masks before they come to you. So what happens is you don't know who they really are. But when you are under protection, when you are able to cross this death bridge and you are under protection, you will see who they truly are. Now, when somebody tries to do something spiritually against you, he will never get you. Physically, he will never get you. So you are protected physically, you are protected spiritually. Now, another thing is your mind is also protected. As a chosen one, you have a lot of gifts. So you need to be protected. So when you do the work, when you die and you cross the bridge, you get protection for your mind, for your heart, because the devil will like your old life. People in your old life will try to be sending projections to you, projecting things to you, hexes, spells, trying to play with your feelings, trying to play with your emotions, trying to cause confusion and chaos in your mind. So your mind will also be protected. That is, you have a full protection. Then, the second thing you get is abundance. As a chosen one, you have to get this abundance so that the life that Jesus has promised, you will be able to celebrate the life. You have been in poverty, you have been in difficulty, you have been in scarcity for so long. So, abundance is what you get. People who own you will begin to call for you. Opportunities that you miss in the 3D world will begin to fall on your laps. Now your value, people who don't add value and also respect to your name will begin to respect you. People who do not give you will begin to pour into you. If in the 3D world you used to fall in love, but you always have to be giving, you always have to be pouring into people's your partner's cup, but they are not able to put into your cup. This time around, you have true love. The next person you are going to meet in this life that Jesus promised is going to be pouring into you. You see that it takes no effort for the person who loves you truly to be with you. You feel relaxed because he's not going to cheat on you, he's not going to lie to you, he's going to be straightforward. If there's an issue, he come forward plainly and both of you discuss it and you move on. When he or she has something, he doesn't hide it from you. He shares it with you boldly and openly and willingly. So the life that you experience here in your love life, you will not get it here. There's no heartbroken here. So your love life is also assured. Then you also get connected to your soul tribe. So your soul tribe, you also begin to get connected to your soul tribe. The people who are supposed to be with you, the people who you're supposed to do business with, the kind of